Up next is Melissa, who's on the line in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. Melissa, you're on the Ken Coleman Show.
Hi, Ken. How are you?
I am living the dream, Melissa. How are you?
I'm doing good. I have a question for you. I have been in video production for 11 years, and I'm starting to feel pretty burnt out by it, and I think I want to switch careers. I think I may want to go into teaching, and something I was interested in as a young adult, but it seems kind of daunting.
Yeah, well, it seems daunting because the path is unclear. And here's some good news, Melissa. You're not alone. 70% of people are very unhappy with their job. And the reason they're unhappy is they're not doing a job that is right for them, a job that they were created to do because it brings them great joy. The results of the work matter so much to them, and they're really good at it as well. Question for you. Do you know what you need to learn to get qualified to teach, and have you done that?
Well, I have a degree. I have a bachelor's degree. I would need a teaching certificate here in our state.
Okay. And are you on the path to doing that?
Not yet.
All right. Good
news. No,
it's
just, it's a thought. I need a push.
All right. Well, here's the good news. You know where you need to go next. And that really is the answer to the first question I ask people that are like you, Melissa. There's a lot of people out there that are like you. We want to ask them, well, what is it that you need to learn? This is the qualification stage. So you know what you need to learn. The next step for you is to ask, how much is this going to cost you financially? And when you get that, we have to now look at your current budget, your economic situation, what you bring in, how is it going to affect your monthly income and outflow. And so once you know how much it's going to cost, you can put a plan together. Maybe I can only go part-time, or maybe I can go full-time in a year or two if I have to pay off some debt. Whatever your financial situation is, that determines the answer to the third question, which is, how long is it going to take me? And so now we know what you need to learn, how much it's going to cost, and then how long it's going to take. This is the formulation of a plan, and that now allows you to take a step forward. And I want you to practice something that worked for me many, many years ago, Melissa. I know exactly how you feel right now. You feel like you're doing work that doesn't matter to you, and as a result, it doesn't matter to anyone else, and that's not fun. And I remember very clearly sitting on my patio, not having any opportunity in broadcasting, and feeling like I was meant to do it, and also that I had the talent to pull it off, but feeling really sorry for myself. I was the only person at my own pity party, walking around the patio, staring into the woods like a human Eeyore. And it was that moment that I realized that nobody was sitting around thinking how they could help Ken Coleman out. They're chasing their own dream. And I realized that I had to do something active. And those were the early days of the proximity principle, which says in order to do what you want to do, you've got to be around people that are doing it and in places that it is happening. And so, Melissa, you know where you want to go. And so now you need to put yourself around other teachers. You said children. If elementary school, middle school, whatever that group is that you have the most connection to, if that's where you want to teach, then I want you to have some coffee, have some lunches with teachers. What worked for you after you got your qualifications? How did you land your role? What are the pros and cons? What works in preparing? What works in the classroom? And what happens is the people that are doing what you want to do give you great advice, and then they're going to point you to the right places. And then, because you're in the right places, what's going to happen, Melissa, is you'll see that you'll meet more of the right people. And before you know it, a little simple formula comes true. The right people plus the right places equals opportunity. You'll never want for opportunity if you continue to practice the proximity principle. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put you on hold, and we're going to get you a copy of my latest book, The Proximity Principle, which unpacks the principle by showing you the 5 specific people that you need to be around and 5 places that you need to be in. And then we show you practices to use when you're around the right people and in the right places. And for those of you that are listening today that are a lot like Melissa, you know where you want to go, but you're scared because you don't know what the path looks like to get there. I want to make sure that you grasp this as well, that you can put yourself in proximity to the right people in the right places, and opportunities will present themselves for you to do what you were created to do. And remember this, we believe that every person was created to fulfill a unique role, and that it is needed and you must do it. So get in proximity and step on the path to fulfilling your purpose today. Go right now.